Okay. All right. So the first card we have for you is Thunderbolt. This is a card in the position of what you may be thinking about for this 2 weeks. This is actually the Tower card in the regular deck. So you might be thinking about some disruption that is going on within your life right now. There might have been a sudden change going on that you didn't expect, and this change is causing disruption within your life, possibly. So, and it could be in regards of anything, because we just got into your reading. So we'll go ahead and see a little bit more about what's going on. But whatever this disruption is, it's definitely something that could be causing you a lot to think about. Because it does have the Tower and this Thunderbolt comes with change, sudden change, and it's usually change we're not expecting. So there might be some unexpected change going on. All right, the second card we have here is the Miser card. So this is in the position of what you may be doing. So you might not be spending a lot of money. You might be saving a lot of money. You might be holding on really tight to money. Okay, you might not be spending anything right now. If it doesn't have to do with money, you may be also it could be that you're holding on to emotions, okay? You might not be speaking your mind. You might not be communicating to people properly or at all, for that matter, at all. You might be really, really guarded and holding on to any kind of possible emotion or feelings or thoughts or any kind of you might have like a poker face this month, this couple weeks. Like you just may not want people to know exactly how you're feeling and thinking. You might be just holding all those emotions and thoughts and feelings in, so people don't know what is going on with you. So it is possible it could be one or the other, or both. All right, so the next card we have is the Intensity. You guys might have a lot of passion, a lot of extreme emotions, and you might be feeling just really intense right now. And this is usually in regards to something that has to do with foundation. So it could have to do with like your home, money, career, anything to do with, the practical things in life, foundation, money, relationships, things of stability. So you have this intense passion or emotions, and you might be really feeling that within your body. You might be really feeling that within your mind and in your emotions as well. You might just be feeling this real high intensity. And then we have this card, the Slowing Down. So you might be forced in a sense, or it could be forced or willingly needing to slow down, to stop and take things slower right now. You may want to take things fast but you may have to slow down for whatever reason. Maybe it has something to do with this retrograde. I don't know, but there could be a reason for this. But you could be just like taking time off, slowing down a project you're working on, or a relationship, or just chilling out, taking some time right now to relax and just kind of recuperate and enjoy each moment that you have in a slower fashion, opposed to something active and rushing around. Okay, so let's get into your cards here. We do have this card, the Three of Pentacles, which indicates possibly, working on something together with some other people, working on a small project or a work project, a contract that you receive for work, a new job that you're doing that has to do with working with others, or you're an independent contractor, and you're doing contract work with other people. But it could be planning something as well. You could be planning something like a trip. You could be planning a get-together, a party, a celebration, or it could be just this work project. But whatever it is that you're planning, it's pretty harmonious. It's going pretty well, it seems, and it's something that it's going to provide you with financial some money. It's going to probably provide you with money if it's work related or job related. All right, so one of the energies we have for you, Libra, is it looks like you're wanting to have a little bit of a rest. Maybe that's why you're slowing down right now. Maybe you've been having a hard time sleeping. Maybe you've been having a lot of emotions. spinning around in your mind. Maybe you've been having a little bit of anxiety. Maybe you've been having a little bit of depression. You know, maybe there's just way too many thoughts going on in your head. And you're just not able to sleep. And I think you just really want to sleep. You really want to take some time and just let go of your problems and just relax. So maybe you will be doing that. Maybe you're going to slow down, hopefully a little bit, and be able to do that to calm yourself and just, you know, give your problems a break, you know, let them go and just be able to sleep and relax and be at peace for a while. So you guys are really wanting some peace right now. And the main energy is the beautiful, fantastic sun. So there's something that really is either creating you to become very illuminated, very happy in one way or another, or there's something very important that needs to be acknowledged right now or illuminated that is going to bring you happiness. So this is a fantastic card. It's like, you know, it's a feeling of happiness, joy, independence, freedom, just like that. Being able to sleep, being able to relax, being able to let your problems go and just live in the moment for what it is and not worry about the future or not worry about the past. You're just kind of living in that moment and just really happy and joyous. The next card we have here is this emotions again. You know, we had it here where you're just a little bit, you know, in your head and now we have it again. So, you know, this is the Nine of Swords. This is really being cornered, really finding yourself in a situation where you're like, how did I get here? Like very emotionally, there's been a lot of deception, a lot of naivety, a lot of betrayal, manipulation, control, miscommunication. A combination of all of this could have been happening. You know, you could have been deceiving yourself in a way where you really weren't aware you were deceiving yourself. And now you're like, you know, you were ignoring some things or maybe ignoring your emotions, allowing other people to kind of like get away with things when you maybe should have been speaking up for yourself, or other people were taking advantage of you and you just flat out did not know. But there is a lot of, you're finding yourself kind of trapped now in a situation where you're really bogged down with all this emotion, and it is creating a lot of anxiety. It is creating a lot of sleepless nights. It's creating your mind just to kind of spin into a, you know, endless mind of torture, you know, kind of like a torture. But, you know, this is something that, you know, is easily to be, you can easily come out of this because all you have to do is allow yourself to realize whatever it is that you're finding yourself in this now. Okay. And now you can take yourself out of it. Now you can make a change. Now you can see where the problem lies. Now you can take, you know, any kind of betrayals, any kind of deceptions, and now see them for what they really are. And so now you're able to probably really release yourself from this feeling of being trapped. You just have to go, you know, slowly and unwind each string, you know, just unwind yourself, get yourself out of this mess that you found yourself in, and just slowly get out of this mess, get out of your mind and let it go one by one. And you will be happy once you do that. You will be very happy and free. All you just need to do is release. Okay, the next card is the Chariot in reverse. So we have the Chariot here. It looks like you're ready to move forward in something, but you're not quite ready yet. It looks like you're feeling a little bit insecure about something in regards to moving forward. It could be, you could be wanting to move forward in a work project, a relationship, or anything, but you are having a difficulty right now moving forward. It's probably just because you have a lot on your mind. You know, a lot of this stuff you're still trying to figure out how you got yourself into this tied up mess. You're trying to figure out how this betrayal happened, and you're just probably trying to finalize and just get yourself out of this so you can be happy, so you can move forward. In the recent past, there was, here we go, more swords for you guys, unfortunately, Libra. There's a lot of deception, a lot of lies, a lot of miscommunication, a lot of missed knowledge, hidden information. Okay. So you might have broken up with somebody in the recent past. Okay. And that's maybe also why you're still feeling, you know, a loss or this betrayal, because somebody maybe deceived you and it really hurt your feelings or broke your heart, you know, it made you, you really feel deceived. So in your recent past, somebody did that to you, or in some kind of relationship or another, there was some kind of heartache and deception, and you really felt, you know, bad about this. And so, you know, it's creating you to not be able to move forward right now at this very moment, because you really need to like let go of all these hurts and deceptions that have happened to you. And you really just need to like finally just set yourself free from this. You know, this is behind you now. So now you're able to like move forward and just kind of like let things go. So the next card we have is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is in the position right here of how you're kind of like looking at your situation. You know, this could be, if you have water in your chart, this actually could be you. But I think right now this is a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It could be a male or female. This is somebody who's very nurturing, kind, and caring, and they're here for you. There's somebody who is emotionally available, and they're here to help you. Or you're feeling like this. You're feeling creative right now. You are feeling creative. You know, maybe you're pulling yourself out of this, you know, this emotional, you know, cage you found yourself in, and you're pulling yourself maybe by nurturing. Maybe somebody's nurturing you, or you're nurturing yourself. It's trying to nurture yourself. But this person is here for you, and this person is going to help you. And the next card we have, if they're the other person that was involved in this, they are giving up. They're no longer on guard anymore. They've given up. They tried to fight for something, stand up for themselves. They tried to go through a lot of obstacles and challenges. They've been through a lot, and then they've reached a point where they've just given up. So they're not going to really probably be in the picture anymore. They're probably not going to be fighting or, you know, putting up a fight anymore. It looks like this person is just done. And the next card we have is the Three of Cups. So it looks like you're hoping to meet up with people from your past that you haven't seen in a really long time. Maybe you're making plans to do that. Maybe these people are going to be coming in your life, and maybe you're going to be spending some time with them. Maybe you're going to be traveling with them, or you guys are going to be doing some really fun stuff together, catching up and just having a really good time, letting go, and, you know, feeling good again, feeling free and happy. And, you know, because you're in the care of good people that really do care about you. And these friends, these people are going to be there for you. And you're really hoping for them to come into the picture right now. And most likely they will. And the last card we have here is the Seven of Swords. So again, we have so many swords cards here, unfortunately. And this is just really, there's something that somebody's hiding from you. Somebody's looking at their past. Maybe they're looking at their past and, you know, not really being honest about it, or, you know, they're trying to get away with something from their past, or they're just trying to get away. You know, they're trying to hide their feelings. They're trying to hide their emotions. They're trying to take something. They're trying to steal, take, lie, cheat, deceive, hold back, you know, any and all of those of the above is happening right now. So you really have to be careful right now, Libra. If you're not the one that's involved, you know, at one point you probably were involved in some of the lies, some of the deceptions. It could have been like not consciously. Maybe you were not consciously aware that you were lying. Maybe you were conscious of it. But either way, there's lies and betrayals, and they've unfortunately affected you, or somebody else in this picture, somebody else in this relationship, somebody else involved here. And it's really like somehow it's still lingering. Even after this breakup, it's still bothering you. Or the person maybe is still lying. Maybe you're still hearing rumors or still hearing things about the lies, or, you know, things that have been coming up now still, in regards to this breakup and in regards to this heartache. So there could be still things even coming now to light at this time, because you have so many swords here, all these swords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 swords cards. So it's just a lot of emotions, a lot of emotions you're having. And so the last card here is we have the Justice in reverse. So something's been really unfair. You're feeling like something's really been unfair for you. You're feeling like things, whatever this, whatever the situation had to do with, okay, this deception, it's really caused you to feel like there's a huge unbalance, because whoever there could be slander. Somebody could be slandering you at work, or, throughout the friends. Okay. They're saying bad things about you that may not even be true. And that's unfair. That's not right. So there is a feeling of this, injustice that's happening, or you're feeling like something didn't go your way, possibly. I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarify. Please clarify the Justice. Why is the Justice in reverse here? Why is the Justice in reverse for Libra? Why is the Justice here in reverse? Please clarify the Justice card in reverse. Somebody is coming out of isolation. Maybe that's what's going on. Somebody's coming out of isolation. It could be a Virgo. It could be an earth sign. If it's not an earth sign, it's just, if it's not an earth sign that is coming out of isolation, it's just somebody coming out of isolation right now. And because they're coming out of isolation, they're either realizing that things were done unfairly. Maybe you weren't aware that there was injustice. Maybe you weren't aware that these things were going on. And because you were busy, you were too busy, staying away from the negativity, and now you're coming out of it, or somebody's coming out of this isolation, and you're realizing, oh my gosh, things haven't been very fair. You're coming to a realization that maybe you thought things were fair, and these lies and deceptions are really coming to light, to the point where you're really finally seeing the truth to something. You're really finally becoming aware of how unfair somebody treated you, how unfair they were, and you just didn't know. You just had no idea that they were being this way. Okay, you had no idea. I really believe that. I believe, Libra, you did not know the depths of how severe this was. So let's clarify, why is the Queen of Cups here? Please clarify the Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Please clarify the Queen of Cups. For Libra, why is the Queen of Cups here for Libra? So we have the Judgment in reverse. So this Queen of Cups could be you, of course, if you have water in your chart. But this person, male or female, it looks like it looks like they are judging the situation. They're seeing it as you or this person is finally realizing that you're judging the other person now. It's almost like you're catching them. It's almost like you're catching them in the lie. You're catching them stealing. You're catching them. You've caught somebody. Okay. You've caught this person, I think, is what's happening, is you caught somebody in the lie. And, you're now judging them, or they're judging you, They're blaming you, or you're blaming them. And it looks like you have a lot of right to do that, because there's so much deception. Like, I can't even believe how much it is in your reading. I feel really bad for you guys. It's just a lot. But you are going to recover. You are going to recover. We do have the sun here. The sun is illuminating. It is brightening everything. Everything's coming out in the open. Somebody's coming out of the rock. They were hiding in the rock. Somebody was hiding and slithering underneath the rock, and they are now coming out of that. Okay. And the lies, the deceptions, the cheating, it's all coming in. You're getting clarity, and this sun is illuminating it. So there can be clarity. It is going to cause, of course, a little bit of disruption. It's going to be uncomfortable, but this is fantastic. It's coming to light. You want the sun to be here. You want illumination. You want to know the truth. You want to know what's up and who's doing it and why. And all this stuff is great, because it's going to bring the truth. It's going to be able to free you from the bondage. It's going to free you from this anxiety. It's going to free you from being trapped or feeling trapped, because you're no longer going to be trapped anymore, you guys, because all this is coming out, and you're now going to be able to slowly release and untangle each little manipulation that somebody's done to you. You're going to be able to untie it and move forward in a very positive way, because once you're released from this, you're going to be a whole new person. You're going to be a whole new happy person. Okay. And then you will be able to start moving forward. You're going to be confident at that point. You're going to be confident and moving forward. So allow the tower, allow the thunder, allow, everything to go discomforting. It's okay, you guys. It's okay, because the truth is going to set you free. The truth is going to help you move forward and past all this, so you never have to be around it again.